adopted from Paraguay when I was 10 months old. My parents came to Asuncion in December of 1992. I actually was born in Bahía Negra, so way north in the country, and that's where I'm from. I think about kind of growing up and watching the Olympics on the TV, and it's this amazing sporting event where it's so country focused, and where you're from is such a big part of the Olympic movement, and it just clicked in my head that this was my chance to reconnect with where I'm from.
So, Asuncion, you've been enjoying, you've been exploring a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a great trip so far, and it's the first time I've got to spend this much time in the city, so that's been really special for me.
Yeah. Where have you usually been when you've been here before?
Most of the time it's just for working with the Olympic Committee and the Secretary of National Sports, so it's like really jam-packed schedule. So this was a unique opportunity for me to really see what life is here and to connect with more people just kind of outside of the sports world. And I think that as I grow older, it's more important for me to have a true understanding of what it is to be Paraguayan.
What kind of particularities have you found here that you really enjoy about the people, about the culture?
Everybody's just so genuine and kind and willing to have a conversation, and I feel like once you become friends with someone, they're like your friend for life, and that feeling is something that doesn't exist in a lot of places around the world. And through my travels, it really is something special about the people here that sticks out to me. The entire adoption process took about a month. So my mom was here in the capital working with my foster parents, with the adoption agency, and with lawyers and the judicial systems to ensure that everything with the adoption went smoothly. Being Paraguayan was never something that was hidden from me. It was always a part of my upbringing and my identity. Within relation to sport, it really did not hit until my last competition competing under the United States. That was my first World Cup podium, so it was this incredibly exciting moment because I was skiing so well. It put me in a great spot for the qualifiers for the upcoming US team. But I had a lot of time to kind of sit with myself and think about what the Olympics meant to me. That I had the opportunity to become an Olympian was becoming very realistic, and how was I going to handle some of the questions that come with that? Where are you born? Where are you from? Oh, you weren't born in the United States. What do the Olympics mean to you? First visit in 2013 when I came to meet with the Olympic Committee, my godmother who lives in Asuncion took me to like the square where there's like this whole series of photos of me in a stroller with my parents and with the foster parents as well. So she took me to kind of all the landmarks in the picture album, which was super cool to see. And the main square, it still like has that rough feeling, and it's really raw, and I really think it's cool that it's preserved that way. Paraguay is really unlike any place I've ever seen before, and it doesn't remind me of anything in the States. It just, every time that I'm in the downtown area, it just makes me think of kind of the story and what my parents shared about their experiences here, and it just seems like a very relaxing, humbling place.
Does it make you at all interested in potentially living here sometime? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. So now that I'm kind of leaning towards retiring officially from sport, I can spend time here because I, of course, couldn't train. There's no mountains here.
Yeah.
But it's something that I think is really important and that I need to do to fully understand what being Paraguayan is live here and spend more time, and it will allow me to become fluent in Spanish and maybe Guarani.
Yeah.
So I hope to do that in the next few years, to just spend more than like these 2 weeks or 1 month trips down here to really immerse myself in the culture and just get to know not only Asuncion but the country as a whole.
So now, to get a little context, you're her photographer, videographer.
Yeah.
You travel a lot together.
Yeah.
So you get to experience a lot of things together, right?
Yeah, from best friends to business partners, I guess.
There you go.
Julia's just always been like a really, I think, like inclusive person to me, and I think that just allows you to be yourself. She hasn't spent a ton of time here to so watch her reconnect with Paraguay, like kind of at the same time I'm learning about Paraguay. I think we both are. And yeah, just watching her kind of like rediscover or like first discover where she's from along with me, I think is like really special and cool to do with like a good friend.
I know that my birth parents had too many kids, and that was the reason that they put me up for adoption, because they felt like they could give me a better life. So that's about all I know, because it was a closed adoption. Right now I'm in this really unique phase of life where I've become just a lot more interested in who they are and what my life kind of could have been and what my life has been, and just kind of connecting those two worlds together, I think, is something that I'm working with a team of people right now to really figure out how to properly and respectively do, and how we can use this story as an inspiration to others that may be in that kind of position to make a choice like that and to see what the possibilities are.
What was the original reason for you guys wanting to adopt someone from Paraguay?
Well, when my husband and I got married, we decided that we wanted to adopt two babies that were very close in age, so they could be close siblings. And we knew we wanted to do an international adoption. We were talking with our social worker and asking about all the programs, because international adoption was very, very popular at that time. So there were a lot of options to choose from. And she mentioned that she had just had a tremendously successful experience with another couple with the Paraguay program. This process is such an amazing process. International adoption is such an amazing process that if you didn't believe in God when you started out, you certainly will by the time you're finished.
Yeah. And Julia's really spoken a lot about potentially, going and searching for her birth parents or birth family. Is that something that you really support her doing? How do you feel about that?
Well, I think all human beings want to know where they came from, no matter who they are. And adoptees are no different from that. So, and it's a process. It's a long process and a complicated process. And, going on that journey of trying to find the birth parents and then perhaps meeting them, perhaps not, it's a long, complicated process. And I think each adoptee comes to that process in their own way, in their own time, and on their own schedule. So I'm quite sure that the kids will be interested in doing that at some point, but I know it will be, like I said, a very complicated process, and it's extremely personal, for sure, very, very personal. But, if that's what they want to do, then I am 100% ready to help them do that in any way that I can if they want my help. Or if they don't, they'll tell me.
That's amazing. What do you think you would say? What do you think you would say to them when you saw them for the first time?
Like, thank you. That I can't thank you. Like, enough. Like, it's such a challenging choice. And sorry, I didn't think I'd be so emotional, but that their choice has the opportunity now to inspire so many people to make that choice, and I'll be forever grateful, and that I think about them all the time, and that I hope that when they do hear this news, hopefully someday, that it just makes them feel really proud about their choice, and I hope it makes them happy to see that their choice allowed for this situation to happen, and I'm looking forward to that moment, and I think it will come at the right time, and I hope it's a special moment for both parties is what I really hope for.
She's probably the most hardworking person that I know, and like, this is such a cliche saying, but I think it relates to her with skiing. Like, it's not how you fall down, it's about how you get back up, and she just really goes for what she's passionate about and believes in, and yeah, most hardworking, passionate person that I know, probably.
The Paraguayan flag, to me, it really symbolizes the country, the people here. What really sticks out to me is for being the only winter athlete, being the flag bearer. That was such an honor and a huge responsibility, and that's, I think, when I felt like the most Paraguayan, because I felt like the whole weight of the country was on my back, being the sole athlete. So just pride and being genuine and humble is all these qualities I see through so many Paraguayans here, and the more time I spend, I can tell that those qualities are inherent to so many of the people living here.
My goal for both of my kids, and my husband's goal was to give them the best life possible, and to give them every opportunity, and to see where they took it and what they would do with it. And Julia has been actively looking into different things. She would want to try everything. She was an excellent student. She's very smart. She's very creative. And she's done a fabulous job of using all of those gifts in every way possible.